That is where private guards come in. So if there is an amendment to the act, most of all these people will pay for private security. It will be licensed. In many other countries, it is old police officers that are retired that head some of these agencies. They are regulated, of course, by the authorities. But if you feel like you are a big man, you can always pay. And what is pissing the government off is that these police officers attached to VIPs are on the payroll of the government. Yes, I know that the the VIP, there might be stipends, allowances. In some cases, they give you food. Maybe you live with this person. But your salary comes from the government because you are still a police officer. Now imagine a Nigeria where no VIP goes around with police officers. What even pisses me off, and this is the part that I don't even know how to express the emotion. Even Yahoo boys. What chapter or level of irony would you call that? Even people that are thieves, because this Yahoo boy is just packaged thieves, have police escort. What does it take at this time in Nigeria to have an escort? Let me run through that before I quickly take calls. You make a formal request. If you're a VIP, politician, businessman, traditional ruler, clergy, a written application to the Inspector General of Police or the State Commissioner of Police requesting police escort or orderlies. There's an approval and an assessment process. The police considers the status of the applicant, the security risk, and the justification. If approved, the police headquarters or state command assigns police officers as orderlies or bodyguard, usually armed. Now, this is the interesting part. These officers remain on government payroll but are attached full-time to the VIP. The fees and charges, it's written here that is not official. So obviously, it is on the arrangement of then go find us something. I want you to imagine, besides even the VIPs in the private sector, which you and I cannot number, think of all the ministers and all the lawmakers. The Senate alone has 109 people. Even if we take just one policeman for each of them, House of Reps over 300. Then some other offices that you and I don't really consider like that. Senior special assistant to the president on 1 or 2 matters. Some offices that we don't even know exist. Everybody has a motorcade. Everybody has convoy. Everybody has policemen. If we set up a fresh barrack for just the police attached to VIPs, would we not? Anyways, the numbers to call: 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp is 080-903-06416. I haven't asked you a question yet. The question you're responding to is: would you feel safer knowing that more policemen are back on the streets instead of guarding politicians? If this policy comes to play and there are no more police officers attached to VIPs, would you, as a Nigerian, feel safer? And while those calls are coming in, remember that before now, there have been countless attempts by different IGs of police, including the one in office right now, to remove police officers from VIPs. And they made public statements. It seems they were removed, but silently, they went back. Or maybe they were never removed in the first place. Call me and tell me. Daniel calls from Imogate. Hello, Daniel. Good evening.
Good evening, Sam Chinedu.
Good evening.
Daniel Imogate in Osaka.
Go ahead.
My brother, they say, I think Michael Jackson has that track in one of his albums. They don't care about us. It is just for them and them alone. Look at what it takes now to get police, whatever, from the IG, police commissioner, and all the rest of them. But someone let's tell ourselves the truth. So if you can make, you will ask me if I have 1 million. If you can make 100 million naira, no matter how you got it, then buy one SUV, attach it to another car, go to any of the police divisions, pay your money, and they will give you 2 or 3. That is the way it is here. Do you know that churches, they call them general overseer, those that are supposed to be protected by the Holy Spirit, now goes with the convoy policemen. This is Nigeria for you.
All right, thank you, Chinke Daniel. JJ calls from Rumigbo. Hello, JJ. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Like they say, Happy New Year or Happy Weekend to you. Thank God it's Friday.
Thank goodness it's Friday.
Do you remember Blackwater Coppers, that are private security that worked with the American security in Iraq? Remember them?
Yeah.
Good. Sam, I think that we need to introduce that here so that people that are looking for 10, 15, 20 and everywhere packed up, at the end of the day, we know how many they want to follow.
Yeah, but JJ, sorry for interrupting you. Asari Dokubo has an elite strike force that helped, is it DSS, to rescue kidnapped victims. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not saying they should bring Blackwater Coppers here.
No, you said we should emulate. I'm telling you, it's here already. They're already in the creeks.
So what are we waiting for? Because you remember the former President Goodluck Jonathan, the day he went to Lagos to campaign in 2015, then Rashid Fashola, right, was the governor of Lagos State, and there was a serious robbery around the Lekki area. The president was around this headquarters of Lagos, Ikeja, right? Why there was serious robbery around the Lekki area from one bank, I think about 5-6 banks were robbed at that time, and the governor then blamed the president for the robbery. When I saw the headline, I was like, how is it possible? He now said that most of the security people who were supposed to protect Lekki area were all deployed to Ikeja. Can you beat that? We're all deployed to Ikeja, and that bank robbery took over 3 hours unchallenged. After they finished, they just enter boat and just zoom off. That if they were not deployed as a result of the president's visit, that those people would have been caught. I don't know if you get the logic. So for me, I think these people should not be deployed from their duty posts. Okay, tomorrow now there will be election. Check if you will see the normal. Oh God. So for me, I think that private security needs to be brought in. After all, you saw what the Amama soldiers did while they rescued those Kula and Bonny passengers. So what else do you want?
All right.
So I think that's the way to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Great calls from Africa. Hello, Great.
Yeah, this is Siki the Great. Thank you very much, Salara.
It's Sam.
I think the issue of withdrawing some of these policemen, not all the policemen from VIP, is very, very something that will benefit most of the people in the society. The more the police are in the society, it's not a threat to us. Because you know that these days, police people, they are a bit powerless in the sense that social media is exposing their ills. So bringing them back to the society to come and help control insecurity is a good thing. And we should be happy about the issue of it. Talk about Yahoo boys having policemen guiding them. It's an aberration. How can you give a policeman to a criminal? But who gave them that audacity? Who gave them the police to follow them? And you see the clergymen moving with police from one part of the country to the other, forgetting that the Holy Spirit is there to protect them. So it's an irony of what they are saying.
Really?
I think even the so-called honorables, the people who say that they are honorables, sorry, I don't see them as honorable. But the truth is that these people, they bring them to come and protect them at the detriment of the security of the society, which is very, very wrong. And it's really telling on the kind of insecurity that is happening in our society. Because you hear police like Ogaji just said, police people, armed robbers will just rob and they tell you the policemen are somewhere. Remember the time Bola Ige was killed? Bola Ige, even when they gave him a VIP policeman, they left the police and went there somewhere to go and eat. So the way they are manipulating these things, I don't know how they are doing it. Like somebody who has the knife and the yam is deciding how to cut the yam with the knife in his hand and leaving all of us hopeless, which is not very good. I think these our leaders, they should try and think, because they were once like us, and one day it will always come back to them. We should not forget the one that even the Yoruba they said He say anybody sees him, anybody that sees him, cut his neck. Anybody that sees him, cut his neck. The day Eguni Sota came and saw Egunu, they was say, cut her neck. He was crying. So what is good for Tamuno is also good for Tokpo. They should know that, and please help us and do the right thing. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Great. I would have to respond to the part where you said clergymen. There is no doubt, right? Let's not get it twisted while having this conversation. There are people that do need security. There are people that when they get into an environment, their personal security is also the responsibility of whoever is hosting them. So let's not take that away. But if the framework is in place, then we will have a robust security system where private security can also be deployed for celebrities, for certain government officials, for clergymen, for whoever is in that category known as VIP. There's no question about the need for security. What the advocacy is that our police officers should not be their private security. Because while they are doing that, some of them almost permanently attached to these VIPs, they are still on the payroll of the government. And the common man that happens to be you and I suffer. So that is the conversation. With the right framework, the right regulations, of course, lots of countries do it. As a matter of fact, it seems like it's even a rite of passage where when police officers or people in some armed forces retire, they go ahead and set up their own private security. They handle bodyguard for celebrities. It's everywhere. So that's the focus. Simon calls from Okrika. Hello, Simon.
Thank you. Good evening. Good afternoon.
Good evening. Can you speak up, please?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's better now.
The way we are going now, everybody wants to get rich syndrome in Nigeria. Huh? Oh, I pray God will help us. Everybody wants to get rich. I don't think God is foolish for want to make some people poor and some people could get rich to balance everything. But everybody wants to get rich. That is the problem we have in Nigeria. And our government is not helping matters. The police officers, the security police heads, deploy people to secure bad gangs, not even the police only, even our banks. Our banks, when you go to get money, you won't go pass through one process or the other by giving them something, or else they will delay you, they will deny you from your right. What kind of society are we? We are going to look. People, we need to pray. We need to please do things right so that we'll get the right results. This is what I'm saying. Not the police alone. We the citizens, are we helping ourselves? Are we helping ourselves? We can't. We are not helping ourselves. We didn't appreciate good bad things. We appreciate bad things. When somebody do something wrong, we said, let him go. Let him go. What has he done? I pray. Not even the police. Don't accuse the police only. Every sector is rotten. Is getting wrong. It's getting bad. Every sector is bad now. I pray God should help us. Thank you, my brother.
All right, thank you, Simon. Friday calls from Bori. Hello, Friday.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
You see, we don't need security if we are doing the correct thing in Nigeria. Are you hearing me?
I'm listening.
Yes. You know, in Nigeria, where we are now, every adult in Nigeria can get 1 million every month. That's from 18 years old, you can get 1 million every month. But some people pack the money in their hands, leaving people stranded.
Friday, can you turn off your radio, please?
It would be okay in Nigeria.
Can you please turn off your radio?
I get what I'm saying?
Yes, I am. Turn off your radio, please.
Okay. I said every adult in Nigeria from 18 years above can get 1 million every month if we are doing the correct thing every day. All those money is supposed to go, the youth supposed to use all those money And if they are taking care of the youth, I don't think anybody will talk about security in Nigeria. Are you getting me?
Yes, I am getting you. All right.
Yes.
Your point taking. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Sam. Don't you think it's better for the police to remain with the VIPs than to come and constitute nuisance, mounting roadblocks and collecting tolls from those they are supposed to protect? For me, I prefer that they remain with them because we have already known that the police are not meant to protect us, but to extort money from us. Okoro Hyacinth. Okoro, I understand your sentiments and you are expressing the dysfunction that exists in today's society. But the fact that that's the case does not mean that it validates another wrong. They should be detached from VIPs. They should get back to protecting the people. We need more people in the police force. And well, there's a lot to fix, lots of reforms. But that cannot be the reason why the officers will be left with the VIPs. Now think about it, and think about it in the context of improved security. Besides even being attached to a VIP for long-term protection, sometimes you can also apply to the police for a specific security project. I know I've seen this happen. You have an event that would last for a couple of hours. People go to the police, to ask for deployment. Oh, we'll just be in the hall from this time to this time, and they give them. People also go to the police to apply for police escort for a trip. So I'm traveling to so and so place by road. I need an attachment of officers that would go with me. Why? Because I don't want to be kidnapped. Imagine that the roads were safe, that we did not have kidnapping as a problem. You would not need to go and get police officers to safeguard just you. So even the VIPs, those from the government sector, also understand the security risks. Desmond calls from Port Harcourt. Hello, Desmond.
Hello, Sam. Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Good evening. Okay. I think Nigeria is not ready for private security.
Oh my. Why so?
I think the best way to go about this, implement the state security service, which is state security.
Okay.
Then now, as banks, as individuals, as government officials, within that needs protection, would apply to the state police, and the state police will issue personnel for that organization or for that person. Now, what would be the screening criteria for you to get this police?
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to prove how and why you need this police officer. That is where EFCC comes in. That is where all these ICPC comes in. Put your account statement. How did you make your money?
Anti-graft agencies, yeah.
If the person is legit or not. So in one way, we are screening individuals, and we're also generating ITR for the state. When the federal police is there, the state police is there, and we're also generating money for the state, and we're also employing more people. So one, you have the security check. Two, you have employment. Three, you are also providing ITR for the state. So that is the best way to go about this than just withdrawing everybody or implementing private security. You know how the country is. You give people arms, and tomorrow they are going to rob, and they are doing one or two things. You saw the video of that vigilante maltreating a copper in Anambra.
Anambra, yeah, true.
To cause this, the best way is state police.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a good idea. Of course, the experts might be one of the things they will have to consider while setting up the framework. Let's take messages as we wrap up conversations. Hello, Sam. For me, there's nothing that anybody can do about it because the police, Oga, collect money from VIPs to give them police, and the VIPs need it because the government has refused to make the right laws and do the needful to curb insecurity in Nigeria. In other countries, they have state police and also private security companies to help government with security. Emmanuel from Iwofe. Thank you, Emmanuel. Sam, yes, I will feel safer if police officers attached to VIPs are removed. The reasons are politicians and VIPs will then make good laws and ensure institutions work properly because they expect protection from the institutions. Okay, That's a good one. Most of the insecurity are caused by these VIPs and politicians, allegedly, because they feel they are above the law. Okay, that's also a good one. 3, the impunity from politicians would disappear. Remember the sex toy incident where police attached to the senator beat up the woman allegedly on his orders. Yeah, you really came prepared. I remember that. That was Senator Elisha Abu, I think. Politicians and VIPs will ensure the system works. Paul from Port Harcourt. Thank you, Paul. With these few points of yours, you've made quite a statement. I doubt there's a law guarding deployment of private security in Nigeria. We used to recognize bad leaders from the number of security they go with. With a good leader, has nothing to fear. Even former local government chairman move with up to 5 vans loaded with policemen every time of day. Jackson from Iba. Well, there are those laws, and no, that's not how to identify them, but I get you. Well, this will wrap up conversations. As always, on a note of hope, we hope that it works.
Stay with us.